we help injured jockeys and their families.
I work as a debt coach for Christians Against Poverty.
So at present, I'm delivering money and energy advice to social housing residents of Clarion Housing.
I mainly look at the quality of the service, which also includes the standards, what we expect in a money guidance session.
I give advice and guidance regarding all finances that students may have issues with. So for a lot of it could be government funding, it could be money management.
It's actually helping people, making a difference in people's lives, because I believe that money guidance does offer a lifeline.
I find when a lot of students come in, they're looking for someone to say, what is the next step? So for me, the motivation is to make them sure that when they leave, they feel like they've got that next step to go on in regards to their finances.
The burden of debt creates so many worries and often has ongoing effects for other things like your mental health and sometimes even your physical health. So really trying to persuade people to manage their debt effectively and to stay out of debt if they can is one of the primary drivers for me.
We do service quite a lot of customers who are struggling in terms of their finances. They're trying to see how best they can actually maximize their income through trying to see if there's any financial support, either from a local point of view or actually from welfare benefits.
So just really dealing with that sort of navigation of financial agreements and how to best manage when things aren't going so well.
In current circumstances, people had loads of changes with their income, and looking at the ways to maximize it and reduce expenses, make their budgets balanced in, that's a really important thing for our customers.
And for students, they've all of a sudden got this large intake of funding coming in, and yet they get paid every 4 months. So it's a different pattern from where we have a part-time job or a full-time job and we're paid monthly. So to be able to sit down with somebody, in my case, they would say a specialist when it comes to student finance and how that money is paid in, it gives them an understanding of how to put that into place, how to practically manage their money.
I think money guidance can make an enormous impact on someone's not just finances, but also on their well-being, on their mental health.
If you're worried about your money and you don't have enough money to pay the bills that you're accruing, then that is with you all the time and it's absolutely relentless. And the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning, if indeed you've slept at all, is how on earth am I going to deal with this? And what I've noticed is that when we help people, the biggest feeling they have is relief because they can see a way forward, and that having a plan in place really helps them in all aspects of their lives. Top tip is to get all the information before you start offering the advice, because it's really important to know the full scale of where the situation stands as you're investigating it.
So for me, actually listening to what the customer is saying and really understanding what the customer's full situation is before providing any money guidance is really important, because if that particular point is actually missed out, then it can have, an impact in terms of the money guidance being provided.
Number one advice I would give is keep your knowledge up to date, because there is nothing worse than giving wrong advice to someone, because that's not just impact their life, but also it could impact you as a practitioner.
How you give advice and guidance is really important based on what they're currently going through. To me, well-being and money advice go strongly together. They're not in the place to take that advice at the moment. You need to really look about how they're going to carry that forward. So to me, definitely find out more about the person.
To just never judge people. Just never judge people. Don't make any assumptions before you meet them, and once you do meet them, just really get alongside them and really support them.